Hey everybody, Josh here from Android Central. Wanted to show you guys another game I found. It's called Great Little War Game. Um, and basically, it feels like, let me turn it down a bit. There we are. It feels like kind of not a spiritual successor, but a simplified version of maybe a game like Advance Wars or something like that, where you've got turn-based combat, you have a certain number of forces, the enemy has a certain number of forces, and then you take turns moving them on a field and attacking one another, and hopefully you prevail and end up having more guys standing when you've decimated your opponent. So I'm going to do the first level over again just to show you guys the very, very basic, most fundamental kind of play there is. So obviously it's very goofy. How is the report going? We're not at war. You can read. So we go to fight. You'll see that the graphics are very cartoony but still pretty fluid. And there's the enemies. So let's get to it. You can tap these question mark icons and they'll tell you things. Snipers have long range. When you tap your guys, you'll bring up not a grid but a series of green circles. That's where they can move. So I like moving my sniper as close as I can. I'm not sure I can attack on the first move, not quite. And so you tap this one, it says units on higher ground gain a range bonus. Okay. Then I'll move this guy up there. And a last hint. Grunts are your basic infantry unit. No. So you move your guys. Let's hope that it's a little more responsive. And then when you're done moving all of your troops, you hit the play button. If you want to undo something that you've done with a guy, then you hit the backwards, the undo, reset, reload kind of shaped button. When you hit play, it says, do you want to go and let your enemy react? You hit yes, and then your enemy moves. Now, if any of my guys get shot, which I'm not sure they will this early on in the game, you'll notice that there's a default counterattack that attacks for much less damage than the initial attack does. Hopefully I'll get to show you guys that in my upcoming turn. Alright, let's see. So, Sniper's pretty powerful against everybody. Let me get some guy. Can he hit anybody? So he's going to hit them for 75%. And because he's high, they're not going to be able to shoot him back. But if I move this guy in, well, he's going to score a killing shot, isn't he? Ha-ha! So that's how that works. Let me show you the counterattack. I shoot somebody, I don't kill them, they hit me back for less than 1/5 life, which isn't terrible. And then from there, we complete our turn. Now for some reason, and I'm not sure why, these guys are supposed to have voices. There are 3 voice packs available that you can choose from. They're the same, but you can have your guys sound like, standard grunt Marines. I think local yokels, and the last one is Frenchmen. And so I have my guys sounding like normal Marines, and the enemy is supposed to sound like Frenchmen. But for some reason, both the gunfire sounds are not coming off as and the speaking isn't coming off either, which is a little perturbing, but not something that breaks the game. Alright, let's see if we can clean house here. You'll notice in the top left corner, it tells you what day of the campaign you're on. It also tells you, I guess, how many trophies you'll get if you complete the mission right now, and the coins I'm not actually sure about. But hopefully we can wrap this up pretty quickly. And we'll finish him off with the sniper there. You can see it's also open feint enabled. There's achievements at the bottom of the screen. I achieved a gold standard because I completed the mission one day early. And from there you can hit continue and you can see that it'll take you to the next mission. You can also go back. There's a lot of missions that are locked as of now. I want to go back and show you guys. There's also pass and play, so you can play not on the internet, but if you're playing with somebody in the same room, you make your move and then you hand the phone or the tablet over to them and they'll make their move. So that's a nice way to have some multiplayer even if you can't do it over the internet. There's also a skirmish, which is just a regular match against AI. It's kind of like training if you want to figure out how to better your play style. And then going into the settings menu, I'd like to show you the voice packs that I was talking about. Standard rings Vocal Yokels, not Local Yokels, and Viva la France. So you can just pick any one of those. There's also some graphics options, fast graphics versus best graphics. For a high-end device, I'd obviously go with best graphics over fast. And then you can see achievements, extras, newsletter, join us, little things like that. You can save games. You can also load games up. So if you want to pick up where you left your last campaign off, you can do that as well. Overall, really, really fun game. Graphics run well, especially on a big screen Tegra 2 device. Looks really nice. When the audio works, the game is even better. It's called Great Little War Game. It's $2.99 in the Android market, but more than worth that money. Fun to play by yourself with somebody else. It's called A Great Little War Game, and you can find it in the Android market.